This is her new favorite thing. It's like Keezy comes running back here because he wants me to flip the faucet on so he can get some water to drink. And she chases him in here and then lays in the sink. I don't get it.
If you watched the last few episodes and were like, man, this is all over the place. It was. I was. Before my move to Nevada, I had a purpose. Purpose gave me focus. I was starting my life over and turning myself into a full-time RVer. And right on the cusp of that success, the situation changed, and instead of, succeeding, I lost my RV. In losing that sense of purpose, I lost my focus. I lost focus on what I was doing, or what I was trying to do, or why I was doing it. I was going through the motions of everything, but I had lost the meaning behind any of it. When you create content of any kind, you have to have a vision, or it's just static. When you write music, it has to be from a place of passion, for example. And while that fire had been extinguished for me when I was the band I was in, Zero Principle, they'd fallen apart. I was able to find new inspiration in the forging and documenting of this new life change that I was going through. And then that completely stalled out and dried up. I no longer had that purpose. I was just there. This isn't to say I wasn't trying to find purpose. I was trying to create a new one for myself through the things that I had at my disposal. Video games, podcasting, mini documentaries, travel videos, vlogging. But without the central theme of how I was connecting it all to my RV life and what I was building, it was just hollow. It was static. It was me filling time. For a person who adopted the slogan, "You should be working," I was certainly doing that, a lot of that. But it was aimless, and as a result, I wasn't really getting anything done. Being told that my building, that I just lost my RV for, was closing, on top of that, put me in this weird place mentally. I think this is where my running really started, because while I'd love to say I was running towards opportunities, parts of me know I was running from the situations I was in also. And I would keep running for years from anyone or anything that offered any sort of stability. I'd had too much of stability in the years previous. I did not want that again. I wanted the excitement of the new that had filled me when I was in Kansas. New living challenges, new things to see. And while I'd lucked into a really awesome living arrangement in Nevada, it's coming up a little short in the area that, to me, was the most fulfilling part of what was happening. And it just left me without a purpose.
desert, I would not have thought of this place as beautiful. But it kind of is. I mean, it's quiet. Listen to that. Just serenity. I can see why people retire out here now.